ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಿಂದ ಬಂದವರಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. అట్లాగే ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ నుంచి వచ్చిన వాళ్ళకి నమస్కారం. इन द सेम वे जो लोग वो हिंदी प्रांत से आए उन लोगों की भी नमस्कार. आप सबको लिए for everyone a good morning or a good afternoon. So this convention is not against any of the Indian languages. This convention wants to emphasize very clearly that India is a plural country. India survives, and if it wants to survive, it has got to respect not the major cultures, but also the little cultures or the minor cultures. In the absence of this kind of a policy, this will lead again for the disruption of unity of this country and the suppression of minor languages and minor cultures. So this cannot happen. This should not happen. As already pointed out by earlier speakers, Tamil Nadu and significantly erstwhile Madras or today Chennai has played a very significant role in safeguarding this message that this country doesn't belong to so-called majoritarian culture. The sacrifices of Tamilians in 1960s, laying their lives, has made the central government rethink and go back on the language policy. And today also, we are holding this convention, this South Zone Convention in Chennai. The place has got a significance that it is here from where we are again kindling or starting the India-wide campaign to protect all the languages and not to subvert the nation or the unity of the nation through a slogan of Hindi, Hindu, Hindustan. This cannot go on. Friends, we all know that the census of 2011, though it has made it that the majority of the people speak in this country, significant majority speaks Hindi. But also we should know that nearly 5 crore Bhojpuri people who don't understand properly the linguistic in-depthness of the Hindi, even Bhojpuris were included as Hindi-speaking people. 5 crore Bhojpuris have their own dialect. They have their own literature. They have their own richness. They have their own movies. So, including those languages which are absolutely unrelated with Hindi, and mixing all of them to project that Hindi as if it is the majoritarian language. So here also there is a kind of a dubious role which they want to put upon the people of this country. We all know that imposition of Hindi from the grassroots level to the highest level, it's going on. We have seen in the papers and also we have seen through with many sources that the government of Madhya Pradesh has made Hindi as a medium of instruction for medical colleges, and doctors are going to come out of medical colleges with Hindi as a lingua franca. So there is a kind of a danger in which these ruling classes want to limit the debate. They want to limit the debate and make the people not to know about the things which are happening throughout the country or throughout the world. So it's a kind of a conspiracy to limit the debate. Why I am making this clear is that you all know that every year nearly 2.5 million scientific, peer-reviewed papers are being published in distinguished science magazines. In which language these are being published? All these 2.5 million papers are being published in English language. So if a generation of the higher educated people are not well versed in English, they will be left with a language which has no, what we will say, depth of scientific knowledge. So imposition of Hindi, what it will make is that it will limit the exposure to the Hindi-speaking people also. So there is a imminent danger which is lurking behind this kind of a policy, which is a kind of a conspiracy against debate. So another thing is that which we have got to take into consideration is that in which context this kind of a policy is trying to be imposed upon. As you all know that very well, that BJP government which came to power in 2014 and again which has come to power in 2019 had made many promises to the youth of this country. They said that they will be providing 1 crore jobs or 2 crore jobs in 5 years. And also they said that every Indian will have in his bank account lakhs of rupees coming from Switzerland or Swiss banks. But all these promises have turned out to be hollow. And in the absence of providing any job, I wish to bring to your attention a simple statistic. In North Indian Railway, they advertised posts of 35,000 posts. These 35,000 posts were for class 4 employees. 1 crore and 75 lakh people have applied for this job of just 30,000 posts. So it is 1 crore and 75 lakh people, including PhDs, engineers, doctors, postgraduates, and millions of people have applied for a post which are for only 4th class employees. So that is the stark reality of unemployment which is existing throughout the country. Take the question of Andhra Pradesh. When government of Andhra Pradesh advertised for 4,000 police constable posts, there were applications. More than 6 lakh people have applied for the post of constable. When the government of Rajasthan advertised for a post of messengers, the messengers post, 1,000 messenger posts were advertised in Rajasthan. There are nearly 3 lakh people who have applied for 1,000 messenger posts. The messenger post actually requires people who know cycling, who can communicate between two entities. Nothing skill is involved, no education is involved in the messenger post. But it attracted more than 3 lakh applicants. These 3 lakh applicants included PhDs, engineers and doctors. So this is the reality of unemployment which is existing in this country. As you all know that the richest people in this country, who number only less than 100, they have amassed wealth of more than 70% of this country's wealth. The 10% of the people who are below poverty line have absolutely no property in this country. So this is the stark economic and unemployment reality. To divert the attention from the people from the unemployment situation, to divert the attention of the people in which they are not able to invest in health or education, which is absolutely necessary for any developing nation to have major investments in education and in medicine. But these two fields are neglected. So there is a stark, dissatisfaction which is spreading over the entire country. So in this context, to divert the attention of the people, to make the people think of only nation, as already pointed out by my friends over here, that this is nothing but fascist agenda. So the fascist agenda, which has been very clearly made by our chairman, that people speak of patriotism only when they have nothing to speak about the richness of the country. So last resort of a scoundrel is patriotism. So this is the thing. the Modi government or the BJP RSS agenda is that they have nothing to speak about except talking about patriotism and patriotism. So, friends, I don't want to take much of your time. Again and again, I want to reiterate the policy of language which they are bringing about will bring about not prosperity or unity, but it will bring about hatred and also disunity of this country. So I want the convention to make a firm decision that we should not rest just making speeches or making convention. The need of the hour is to go to the people and take this message of the convention to larger and larger areas. The one thing the BJP government or the RSS want is that they want silence, eternal silence they want. If you speak, you are arrested. If you want to hesitate, you are put behind bars. This is the experience throughout the country. You know that many of the people who are opposing to the government, we have been able to mobilize people like the movement against NRC or NPA or the anti-CAA movement. They have been implicated in many false cases. UPA is being misused everywhere and hundreds of people are behind bars under this draconian law. So this country wants to have a new imperialism or new fascism in the terms of Hitler or Mussolini. So it is a time for us to realize the political economic context in which this hatred of language or hatred of religion which is being propagated. So I once again appeal to you all not to rest with this convention, but to take the message throughout the country and make the people realize the emptiness of the promises which the government is going on making again and again. So once again, I thank you one and all.